Welcome to Interrogation, a game where two contestants have up to 20 questions to unravel a mystery. There are no prizes. It's all just for fun and glory. First contestant, the category is object. Go.
Does this object require electricity?
No.
Is it a common household object?
Yes, I think it would be classified by many that way.
Is it something used for cleaning?
What?
Is it something used for cleaning?
Cleaning? No.
Is it related to cooking or eating? Right? Jacob lost you.
It today, typically no. In the past, yes.
Okay. Is the object normally made of metal?
No. But it can be. But no. The way you phrase the question, is it only made of metal? No.
Okay.
It does have metal parts.
Okay. So it's a multi-pot item.
Typically, yes. But there are others that can be made without metal, and there's others that can be made of all metal.
Is it something that can be easily made yourself?
Me, myself? Oh, God, I wouldn't say myself.
It's not a normal DIY product.
I think for the average person, they would think, yes, they can make it. The average person would say, yeah, they can make it.
Does the average person normally rather go out and buy it?
No.
Ooh, intriguing. Would you say it's an essential household item?
Like the earlier question, at one time, yes. Today, typically, no. Today would be considered a luxury item.
Oh, really?
On average.
Okay. Sorry, I just need to get my thoughts here. You've stumped me a bit. Can you throw a hint my way?
What? You want a clue?
Provide a hint.
Hint?
Yeah.
All the hints I give, to me, I'd be able to guess what it was right away. Let me think. Oh, okay. All right. At one time in history, this was in every room.
Ooh, no. It's not a firearm, is it?
What? Fire alarm?
Not a firearm. It's a firearm, a gun.
What? I'm sorry, what? A fire alarm?
Not a firearm, a gun.
Oh, no.
Is it a lamp, an oil lamp?
No.
How many questions am I answering? The ticket, the screen count is not going.
What? Oh, you're at 13 right now. You have 7 to go.
Okay. Is it something that can be worn?
No. No.
Man, you got me stumped. Okay. It's not. I feel like I'm on completely the wrong track here.
You might want to recount everything you know so far.
Yeah. Is it something that can be easily picked up and moved around by one person?
No.
Is it predominantly made of wood?
What?
Is it predominantly made of wood?
Of what?
Wood.
Wood? No.
Man, you're killing me. Sorry, I'm dragging. Is there a time restriction to each question? Actually,
no. Take your time. I would restate everything you know so far. Just
okay. It's non-movable.
Cannot be worn. Not made of wood.
Title in it was recently found. Not.
Cannot be
has some sort of cooking application, but I could see.
Cannot be moved by one person.
I can see you weren't very stringent on that.
In the past, every room had one. In the past, it was used for cooking, but now, normally not. I'm merely restating what you already know.
It's not a waste question now. It's not a coal stove.
What?
Is it a coal stove? A coal stove.
A coal, COAL stove?
Yeah, coal, like charcoal, a coal stove, which could have been used for heating. It's a really big metal.
No.
I'm really trying to recall what an old bedroom would look like, placing in my mind, but I thought traditionally old bedrooms were quite barren. How many questions do I have left?
3.
So it's not a. I'm still trying to think what old bedrooms would have had. A bathtub.
Sorry, but why okay, maybe you misheard me. I said every room in the past would have one.
Every bedroom or just every room?
No, every room in a house would normally have one.
Okay. I thought you said bedroom. I've been
I'm
focusing on
sorry.
bedroom. No, that's fine. Still doesn't make it easier for me. A door?
Nope. And a door you would never use for partially cooking in the past.
No.
It would not be used for cooking in the past. And no door that I've ever
No.
known was ever partially used for cooking in the past.
No. Unless you run out of cooking wood. No.
But nowadays it would be viewed as a luxury item. Too heavy for one person to move, not made out of wood, not made out of steel, although it has steel parts, metal parts. In the past, every room would have one.
I have to stand down on this round to.
No. You have two questions. You have two questions left. Okay.
Okay.
I think if you just went through all your clues so far.
I know it's going to be something right there in front of me. I've just got this complete blank right now. I got my brain yesterday.
Well, you won the first round here, so I mean, you're not doing badly today. So I mean, you can throw a bone to George once in a while, but just think through all the clues. Maybe you said them out loud. It would come to you.
Not wood.
Not made of
metal.
Wood. Not made of. Your question was it made
of?
No.
Wood, might have some metal. Can be made at home. People don't really have it anymore. Used to be very common.
Every room would have one. In the past, today, not so. Today it would be it would be considered a luxury item.
Big a window, like a window.
Is that your question? That was going. Windows are used for partially cooking.
See, I've asked so many questions now. There's too many things for me to factor.
That's why I'm saying if you were to state out the question, what you know so far in the past has been used for cooking. Today, rarely so. Too heavy for one person to move. Cannot be worn.
Yeah, I feel like you're really trying to give this to me. I'm just not finding it.
Has been used in the past for cooking, but now rarely so. Not made of wood. Too
I've
heavy.
only got one answer left.
Too heavy for a person to move. What?
I've only got one question left, huh?
No, I didn't count that window question because
the cooking.
Yeah, the cooking. I mean,
spoiled myself. Jack, I don't know, man. I feel like you're really. Okay, it's going to just bite me.
You're gonna slap your head like a V8 once you hear it. If you just think of the clues you know right now. One Pacific. Too heavy for one person to move. Cannot be worn, not made of wood, not made of all metal, has metal parts, has been used in the past for cooking, but now rarely so. In the past, it was common. Today is considered a luxury item.
It's not a would like build or just America?
What? You're pausing a bit. What?
Would this have been used? You said would be found in most rooms all around the world, or just in America?
Is that your question?
Yes.
All around. No, you can't. You have to ask me a yes or no question. It can't be.
Would it have been common in houses all over the world?
Yes. That way. One left.
I really can't. Everything I think of in my mind, just there's a very big no in the lists already. No, is it a
what?
Is it a chair?
No. Okay. You're giving him a chance to survive. Okay. Think of it that way. You're being generous right now with him. Okay. So again, this is a round 2 of a 5-part series, competition series, and this is also the second competition series you've been part of. Is there something that you didn't tell about in the last competition series that you'd like to tell viewers about your channel of this competition series, or what you're doing or your background?
So actually, I come from a background of tourism. I've been working in tourism for the last nearly 20 years, but always very closely with nature-based tourism, and it has just directly led us to the work we're doing. I've worked very closely with seals, around them, and taken an immense interest in them, and this has led up to the point where I just feel that we need to protect them.
Now, do you actually take tourists? I've watched people. I'm a subscriber to his channel. I've been watching his videos. I'm a Patreon supporter of his channel. I've seen others with you, and they never talking. Are those tourists, or do you ever take tourists out with? Do you take tourists?
No. We definitely don't take tourists. It's a very high risk activity we're doing. The tourism side, I was doing kayaking around the seals, but no, we're a crew of about 4 rescuers that go out.
Well, I've seen you take your children
my
out.
family out, my wife.
I've seen you take your children out. That was like, holy smokes, okay. But to be honest, folks, don't get the wrong idea. These children are not out the adults go out and grab him, but then the children come in and get to cut them loose, right?
Yeah, the kids listen. Tourists don't always listen. That's the problem. So no, and then the rest of the crew out there with us, and no, we try to. It's people don't realize it's very high risk work we're doing, and there's a massive element of danger.
What? I think it's high risk. I mean, those things were biting at you guys. I mean, when it bit you. Do you still have a scar where that was?
If you can see there on my arm, that
right.
was a couple of stitches. That was in August last year. Put me into hospital for a little while, but stepped back stronger and
and got forearm guards out of the process. Did someone send you those, or did you buy them? I thought you said someone sent.
We had a lot of offers for protective gear after that.
But you can't. I mean, I assume you're very selective about the protective gear because it'd weigh you down if you can't walk in there with like a hockey uniform on, that probably.
Yeah, look, ideally you want to go in with like one of those old night jousting suits, but no, you need mobility, and the big thing, especially with gloves, is you need dexterity. You're working with fine tools, so you need to find that balance between protection and dexterity and ability to move, because we need to
I mean, I watch you guys crawl, folks. There are some videos where you watch them, they'll put in time lapse, but where you guys are slowly crawling up to a group of seals, and you couldn't do that in a hockey outfit, or night arm. No. Okay. Folks, again, this is part of this. This is a round 2 of a 5-part series. If you'd like to see the rest of this, be sure to subscribe. If you are an author or a YouTuber and would like to hear on the show as a contestant, in the description, there's a link to where you can fill out that. And after this commercial break, we'll just see if Nadir gave way for George to finally rack up a point here. So see you all after the commercial break. Welcome back. Commercial break. George, could you tell us something else about your YouTube channel?
Sure. One of the things I get asked a lot is about my nickname. My nickname is Sir Willow. And I have a number of people, how on earth did you come up with that? Well, years ago, back in the mid-90s, I was actually teaching at a high school, and my students started teasing me a little bit because I'm not real tall. But they started saying that
How tall are you?
5'7". But they started teasing that I look like this character from a movie that was fairly popular at the time. And I'll hold this up to the camera and let you see if you can see that there.
Okay. It's the
and
Willow
they said
guy,
that
right?
Yep, that is Willow. And they said that I look like the main character in the movie. And so my students started calling me Willow, which I thought was kind of humorous. And I actually started using it as a little bit of a nickname. The internet was just starting to grow, and so I used it there and a few other places. And I discovered 2 things about using the name Willow. One, it's not terribly unique. It is a little bit, but there's a lot of other people that use it. And 2, it's very commonly a girl's name, which I'm not a girl. So I thought, well, what can I do to still use this and make it me? And so I added the Sir on, and so that's where the Sir Willow comes from. And my high school students, I'm still in contact with a number of them. They still, hey Willow, how you doing? So But that's where the nickname comes from, and it's just kind of grown, and to the point now where if you do a search on the internet for Sir Willow, you're 95% guaranteed it's probably going to be me.
Well, cool. Well, cool. All right. Are you ready?
I hope so. We'll see.
Contestant, the category is object. Go.
Object. Is this something you would buy at a store?
No.
Is it something you would have around the house?
Yes.
Okay.
And you could buy this at a store, but
okay.
Nope,
that's okay. I can go from there. Is this part of the house?
Yes.
Is this normally just in one room of the house?
Today, typically yes. In the past, no.
Oh. Would this be a fireplace?
You got it.
Wow.
Wow.
Go, congratulations.
Thank you.
So now the score is 1-1.
That was good.
Wow. Yeah. No Deer had a little bit of a problem with it.
I can understand.
Such an understatement.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, next video will be round 3. See you all then.